Medieval Chronicles 4. Our mother doesn't like it when you try to escape her embrace. So keep flying, Icarus, no matter how tired you get. Because when you will stop, she will pull you down. Hey Bert, how are the morning's invoices coming along? What? Oh, yeah. I'm working on it right now. You okay, Bert? Well, yes, I mean... Ernie, do you ever feel useless around here? What? Why are you talking like that? It's just that it's the same stuff every single day. Do this, do that, do this again, do that again. It just never stops. Don't say that, Bert. Our work may be mundane, but it's no less important than any other work in the world. I just wish that something exciting would happen around here. I just wish that God would throw me a bone at least. Bert? Ah! Oh my God! Bert, are you okay? What happened? I think God threw a bone. Or in this case, a carrot. Who the hell is throwing carrots at us? One apple. How do you like that, apples? Well, actually, they're not apples. I could only afford carrots. But as long as my point gets across, doesn't matter. What the hell? You again? Yo, Mom is so fat that God had to employ a dozen more angels to lift her to heaven. How rude! Why are you doing this? Because I hate you, and you tried ripping off a beloved children's show. What? Ah! 2 apples. 3 apples. Officer Dreg. Cookie Monster. Oh, it's just you. I'm not a cookie monster. With all the food you eat, you might as well be. I'm pretty sure throwing objects at a government building with intent to harm is terrorism. It's okay, I'm a police officer. That makes it even worse. Forget about that. Officer Dreg, something horrible has happened. What? Did they run out of pies or something? Worse. Don't tell me. There's a new post office in town? Even worse. They banned alcohol? No. The worst thing that could have happened to the world has happened. What? Officer Dreg. It's Santa. Santa Claus. He's dead. Santa is dead. In summer?
I feel blessed. Yeah, I feel blessed. Yeah.
Everyone knows that the Santa's murdered plots come during the winter.
Yeah, I feel blessed. Yeah.
Burn, my drag. Is that really Santa? It's not Santa. That's impossible. But the circumstances suggest so. It's not Santa. Now who's going to bring joy and happiness to the world, and also presents? The Easter Bunny? He can't. He's too busy coloring those eggs. Someone has to inform Mrs. Claus. I swear I can feel my brain cells jumping from my head to your IQ level when you guys talk. I can already tell from here that this is going to be a huge pain in the head. But might as well get it over with. It's like ripping off a bandage. Holy Land of God. An angel statue. Please present identification before entering the crime scene. Same tutorial as always. Click. Move up. Use. Greg Morris? Who the hell names a person after unwanted residue on the bottle of liquids? My father, who knew he had such insight about my personality when I was just a baby. Well, whatever. Go right in, Officer Morris. They're waiting for you up there. I'd rather not, but it's not like I have a choice. Everyone is up there. Just follow the blockade. I say, young man, over here. Weird. I haven't been called that for a long time. What? Young? No, man. Usually people call me assortment of barn animals and question my hygiene. Okay. I'm Captain Graham, and this is the foreman of the construction of this fort, Vice. We were wondering how long you were planning on hanging out and when we can get back to work on the fort. This fort was ordered to be built by the king, and any delays would put me in a heap of trouble. I just got here. It seems there's a dead body in your backyard, so until everything is sorted out, I suggest you stay put. Gosh darn it! We're paid by the hour here. This is unacceptable. Can't you hurry it up at least? Tell you what, one of you confess the murder. I'll get my killer, and you get to go back to your job. How's that sound? That's what I thought. Now stay put and cooperate with the officers if we can get done with this quickly. Fine, we'll wait. Pardon me, officer. A priest? Can you guys wait to bury him at least after we finish the investigation? You misunderstood. I'm the priest of the church here, and this is Sister Margaret. May God light your path to salvation. And what's your name? I am Andrew Fatherson. Fatherson? So you are Father Fatherson? I can understand your confusion. I guess my parents did not expect me to become a priest. So how can I help you, Father? I know who smited that man. Smited? It was God. He's angry and gave us a sign of his rage by smiting that man. Really? What is he angry about? Taxes? I know that boils my blood. No, it is that fort which encroaches on the land of the Holy Church. They are sinners who have stained the Holy Land. Right, so he smited some unrelated guy to prove his point. Wouldn't it have been better to smite the ones actually responsible? God works in mysterious ways. Why does it all priests say that when they don't know the answers to questions? It's like a cheat sheet.
Please, do not speak blasphemy. The gates of hell are very eager to drag misguided souls like yours to hell.
Whatever. I'll take care of your problem after I'm done investigating this guy's death. Is that okay? We'll wait here for your response.
You're doing God's work.
I want to quit. So, you guys see any random old guy with a red coat and assume he's Santa? Thank you! Finally, someone took my side.
Only because he doesn't know the whole story. All he wanted was to bring joy to the world.
And can someone shut her up, please? She's been crying non-stop. Stop crying, and I'll buy you a pie on the way home.
What? Your treat? Okay.
Too fast. Does she have some sort of on-off switch? So, what's the whole story you were talking about?
Hey, Doc. Take the lead.
Thank you. Now, Officer Dreg, can you tell me the cause of death of this person here? There are no visible stab wounds, but it seems his bones are broken. But it seems most of them weren't broken individually, but were taken out all at once. What kind of object was he hit with? Look closely to the ground, Dreg. What does the blood splatter tell you? What the? It almost looked like as if he was squished. The broken bones, the blood splatter, and considering the size of the objects that he was hit with, he died by falling. Correct. All signs indicate that he fell to his death, and not just from any height. Considering the damage, he fell almost 10 stories down. But there are no buildings of that height around here.
Not only that, he fell vertically. The only place that comes close to these factors is a mountain half a mile from here. I first thought he was killed there and brought here, but according to Sai, the body was not moved from the ground. So the only explanation is that
he fell from the freaking sky.
Now you know why we think it's Santa.
Did he have any identification on him? Or some clue as to who he is?
Not yet. I'm still examining the body to find out anything more about it.
Alright then, we'll start our investigation too. Polly, tell the guards to remove the blockades.
Right. Tira, you look out for anything that stands out. I doubt I can find anything more bizarre than this, but I'll try. Miss Hart, I want you to question the witnesses and report back to Dreg. Okay, but until we find out his name, what should I call him when talking to the witnesses?
You know what? Let's go with Santa for now. It'll amuse me while I talk to these people.
Officer Abbott, can I ask for a transfer?
Are you kidding? If it was that easy, why would I be here too?
Put her on a stick!
Alright then, let's go. Let's find out who killed Santa.
Always save!
Blah blah blah. Tutorial. Ooh, mailbox. Oh no, that's a nun. Hello, sister.
May the Lord wash away all that is bothering you, my child.
God, we'll need to use a powerful detergent for that.
Sister Margaret, this is my supervisor, Officer Dreg Morris. A pleasure to meet you, Officer Dreg.
Wait, do you two know each other?
Turns out she's a fan of my grandma.
Your grandma? But isn't she a gang? Gah!
Oh my, Officer Dreg. You should be careful. The ground gets very slippery here.
What the hell? I didn't slip, you stupid woman. You kicked... Oh, come on. Is everything alright there, sister?
Oh, no worries, Father. He just slipped while I was showing him our prized vegetable garden.
Very well, but do not be too proud of it. Remember, pride comes before a fall.
Yes, Father.
Ah, jeez. What the hell is going on? What did I ever do to you?
You pig. You almost ruined 5 years' worth of work with a single word. Eh? Does he not know about your past? Well, you see, after I destroyed an annoying gang called the Devil's Tears,
Horrible name for a gang, by the way.
I know. That's why I destroyed them. But it wasn't easy, and I did end up getting hurt and stumbled on my way home. Then he came, like an angel. He saw me hurt, carefully brought me here and tended to my wounds. He thought I was attacked and was very kind to me. It was the first time I felt like the rage inside me had gone away. He may not view me as a love interest, but I am just happy to be by his side. What a beautiful story.
Okay, I get it. Never utter the word gangster near him.
Good. Otherwise I will have to gut you like a pig and let the blood drain by hanging you upside down.
Lovely mental image. Not a mailbox, got it. Looks like an old grave. I should talk to someone about it. Very old broken bench. Very old broken swing set. Very old broken slide. Broken metal beam. Looks like an old grave. Crates of what I'm assuming is construction supplies. Very old broken water fountain. Very old broken pillar. Construction in progress.
Kind of obvious if you look around. But why is the army building a fort here?
This place is near the Balboan border, so I guess it's to make a stand in case of an invasion.
What are the chances of that happening?
Hopefully none, since the princess had every country in this continent sign a peace treaty. But then again, tensions have always been high among us in Balboa.
I wonder how forts are made.
I'm pretty sure this person can answer that. I met Foreman Weiss, and he seems to be the guy in charge of the construction. Maybe you should ask him.
Yeah, I kind of cried in front of him while questioning, and he sort of has been giving me looks that make me lose confidence.
Fine. I will ask him, but you got to stop with the crying already. Giant wooden log. I feel like this place is related to a clue, but which one? Under soil mound, which probably came from making those holes for foundation work. Tent for camping. Can't talk to you. A fallen tree trunk. The entrance of the church. I shouldn't go in there, or I will burn. Can't check out these prized vegetables. Alright. Talking to people it is. Hello, Captain Graham. What are you doing here?
Just trying to calm down. This whole fort project has become a mess, and I am the one who will be punished for it.
Maybe you should calm down and talk to your father, Kilo Graham, about it.
That's not funny. What if my daughter hears about this?
Relax. You're okay as long as you didn't name your daughter Millie or something. You know, Millie Graham.
Oh my god. Now I know why she comes home from school all depressed.
Seriously. How are you doing, Foreman Vice?
You tell me. Your associate just asked me about the death of Santa and started crying.
Sorry about that. She's a bit sensitive and childish.
How does someone like her become a cop?
What can I say? Except that she has a good heart. Don't tell her I said that, though.
Well, I can tell you I ain't a murderer.
These are the hands that build things, not destroy. Sounds like your work is your ambition.
Tell me something. What is the key feature of any fort?
Durability.
That's right. When it comes to building forts, it ain't about how fancy they are like palaces, but how strong they can stand.
That's what I tell people when they call me ugly. Why the sour face?
I don't know. It usually becomes like this whenever you're within 10 feet of me.
Is it contagious?
I hope not.
Whatever. I came by to check if you know anything else about the murder.
The murder? Nothing I haven't already shared. Why? Do you think I'm hiding something from you?
I just wanted to make sure we trust each other.
Trust each other? You told my wife the other day that I died because I forgot to tie my shoelaces and fell.
I was just making sure that you tie your shoelaces when you go out.
I don't even wear shoes with laces.
I'll make sure to write that down on your tombstone.
I wonder if I have authority to arrest someone on the North Pole if it comes to that.
Well, that's a number of options I could have chosen for that one. I wonder if there's a right one. Hey, did you get the... Kid? Amber!
Eh? What?
Oh good, I thought you'd gone deaf, and blind, and stupid.
Sorry, it's just... I'm seeing something shimmer floating on the top of that grave. A light, or a blue flame. It looks sentient to me.
Maybe it's my will to live. It likes to leave my body whenever it wants.
You can't see it, can you?
You sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah, sorry, forget I said anything.
You sure? How much is 2 plus 2?
It's 4. I'm not that stupid.
Just the fact that you need to add that in front of the word stupid means you agree you are stupid.
Look, there are a handful of those graves around here and nobody knows whose they are. The tombstones have also eroded to the point where we can't read the names, so it has been kind of perplexed.
I see. Tell you what, I'll look into the grave things and snap you out of it and get back to work.
Really? Thanks.
Alright, this is an actual mission now. Whose grave do you think this is?
Isn't this just your bed?
No, it doesn't have deadly spikes in it.
I'm more concerned about that giant broken support beam in front of it. Doesn't look like it was simply removed.
The metal scraps on the ground around it suggests it broke off and fell. The question is...
what exactly did fall all those years ago?
You noticed the graves around here too, huh?
Kind of hard to miss when they're around damaged playground equipment.
So, any idea what happened here?
Not until I get back and check the records. This case really wants me to go through a lot of paperwork.
I'll keep you updated if anything turns up. Hey Doc, what can you tell me about this grave?
Why? Does it have something to do with the case?
The crybaby thinks so.
Well, for starters, calling it a grave would be wrong since there is no body in the ground.
What? Then why put a tombstone here?
I believe it was a custom 30 to 40 years ago to plant a tombstone where someone died.
Hold on. There are a bunch of tombstones here. Does that mean a lot of people died here?
I'm afraid so.
I see.
I wonder what that light is up to. So the graves are symbolic? This raises more questions than answers.
Alright, well, that was useless. Hello, Doc.
Dreg, how's my favorite patient today?
Well, I took your advice and learned something new today.
Oh, really? And what's that?
That carrots have the same properties as apples at a lower cost if used for aerial assault.
What?
I had a fun morning.
Dreg, I think I solved the murder of Santa Claus.
This should be interesting.
Usually, when no one knows who the killer is, it's usually the butler.
I'm pretty sure Santa Claus employs elves.
A magical Christmas butler elf!
I can see that your brain has left the atmosphere. I wish it a safe journey.
Do you think it can use cutlery as weapons?
The hell kind of butlers have you met? Good day, Father Fatherson.
Good day, officer. Are you here to get rid of your demons?
Nah, don't bother. My demons have pretty much won at this point. It'll be a waste of your time.
Let me ask you this, Officer Dreg. Do you believe in God?
I do. I don't believe that he can control us anymore and has left our fate and hangs out in the clouds.
You seem to have nihilistic tendencies. If you will give me a chance, I can show you how to...
Let me ask you a question. What is the goal of every religion out there?
All of these have their potential as being right.
Whoop.
Ah, dang it. If we were talking about more than one religion, then I would answer heaven or paradise would be the common answer.
Exactly. We are told to have faith in something we can't see for a promise to a place with no guarantee. Humans are skeptical by nature. It is in their blood to question everything they see, hear, or feel. So when someone asks for blind faith, it is my opinion a cruel joke on humanity that tries to defy their instincts of survival.
I see. Let me ask you this. If you think what we do is ultimately meaningless, given that we have been indeed abandoned by God, and you can't see a bright future for ourselves, then why are you still alive? I thought as much. Alright, I think that's everyone talked to. Time to do actual investigation, I guess. Alright. Why didn't no one tell me about the name? God, I hope she doesn't disown me. Alright. I don't know anything about him. It is my first time seeing that guy. You should ask the foreman if you haven't already about it. Aren't those graves just part of the church or something? Ah, that's who I'm talking to about it. Okay, talked to him last then. Never met the guy in my whole life. I've met a lot of people in this line of business. I've seen some around, but I have no idea who they are. I still feel that the playground equipment and the tombstones are connected. I think we should ask about this to the church people. They've been here the longest, if you haven't already.
I'm not allowed near graves after the necromancy incident. Right, you tried to get funding to create actual zombies.
Damn bureaucrats. They wouldn't be so mighty if I had a zombie army.
What can you tell me more about the body?
After careful consideration, I agree with Miss Hart. He does resemble Santa Claus a lot.
What? No, idiot. I was talking about his identity.
Oh, his identity? Well, nothing on that. Whoever killed him made sure to empty Santa's pockets.
Son of a postman. That's a decent chance then that this was a premeditated murder. Alright, check the body. Alright. Graves to you guys. Did you notice those metal scraps around the area?
Noticed them? We're like, they're everywhere. There's a lot more of them in the forest.
So, any idea what they are?
Though unrecognizable now due to heavy rains and rust, I think they used to be playground equipment.
Playground? As in slides, swings, jungle bars, those kind of things?
The smaller ones, yes. But I have no idea what the bigger ones are supposed to be. It just looks like a giant cluster of metal.
If we assume that the small items are equipment, then the larger scraps must be... rides? They must be those rides they use in an amusement park or something.
Probably.
Now the question is, whether the scraps were thrown here, or were they always here? So, about the tombstones in the area. Oh, did you find something about them? Actually I was hoping you would know something about them. Unfortunately, no. The tombstones existed before I moved in and built the church. I didn't want to disrespect the dead, so I let them be, but I did try asking around about them, but it seems no one knew about it. How is that even possible? This place is a borderland between Rydia and Balboa, and people around these regions were always on the move. So there might be someone who knows about the graves, but they could be in Balboa for all we know. I'm afraid so, yes. That's just great. I dislike that walking into it examines it every time. Alright, it's not related to a clue I have yet. Talking to people up at the body then. Polly.
I think you should ask Sai about this.
I mean, I already did, but alright. Alright, Doc, what did you find?
And you better not say he resembles Santa again.
Actually, I found something that may disprove he is Santa. What? I checked to the skin closely around the shoulders and arms, and I found what looked like black blotches and lines. Black blotches and lines? Do you mean tattoos?
Yes, tattoos. But these are very old and thus have eroded over time.
Tattoos are worn by teenagers who think that it amplifies their identities but end up looking like a public restroom wall.
I am 70% sure Santa was not a teenager before he died. Or they may be prison tattoos. Our victim has probably done hard time in jail.
Santa went to jail? For what? Enslaving elves to force them to work in his workshop?
This helps a little, but not much since we don't know the time period he was in jail for.
It'll have to do for now.
I believe those are prison tattoos. I'll have to check records when we get back. Information on the victim? Yeah, I might know something.
Wait, really? Spit it out then.
Hold on, I need you to do something for me first.
At what point in this conversation did you think I was in the mood for a bargain?
The point where if you don't comply, I'll rip out your spine before you can say, I should have taken the deal.
Good point. So, what do you need?
I don't know if you've noticed, but your cop friend has been trying to flirt with my priest ever since she saw him.
So? I thought you were happy just being alongside him.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm willing to share him.
Lovely personality. So what, you want me to make her lose interest in him or something?
Yep, and if you do, I'll tell you about the victim, and you get to keep your spine. Not that you need it.
Great. I don't know much about that man since I've never met him. Hey, I noticed you were looking at the priest in a weird way.
Weird? I was just flirting with my eyes.
Do you really want to have a relation with a priest?
What? Why? What's wrong with marrying a priest?
Other than the fact that I'll be stabbed by a gangster nun if you did? I guess. Because priests can't have marriage. What? That's kind of the whole point of them. Their religious forbids them from drinking, gambling, or having fun in general that connects to the 7 sins. Which is all of them.
I guess that does make sense.
With your action-filled lifestyle and his easygoing life, you won't last a week in this relationship.
Alright, fine. You made your point. Got to say, it's nice for you to worry about me like this.
Making bad decisions is my territory. I don't like when someone tries to take over it. Yeah. Alright, it's done. Gotta say, I don't like playing anti-Cupid like this.
Good boy. You can be a good pet if you're trained properly.
You'll end up putting me down. So now, can you tell me what you knew about the victim?
Of course. The victim, or Santa Claus as you wish to call him, visited our church because he wished for atonement.
The victim came to your church? When was that?
About a month ago, I think.
Did he tell you his name, address, anything?
No, he just came by when Father was not present and asked if he could atone for his crimes.
Atonement? What did he do?
He didn't tell me. I just told him that God forgives all sins as long as you truly regret it and try to be a better man.
And he believed that?
Why wouldn't he? After all, another person with a horrible past was in front of him trying to do the very same.
I see.
Damn, what kind of religion doesn't let you have any fun?
Pretty sure about 90% of religions do that. Alright. What is this clue anyway? Alright, I was going to talk to this guy about it. So, talk to everyone else instead.
I think you should ask someone with knowledge in the field about it if you haven't already. I don't have much of an opinion about it, but Father may have something to tell you about it if you haven't asked him already. I think people involved with the construction will be better able to answer it.
I'm a doctor, not a plumber. Well, I'm a psychiatrist working part-time as a mortician.
If I knew anything about construction, I would use it to fix my leaking confidence.
Hey there. I was wondering, how did you manage to build a fort in such a thick forest area? How mighty kind of you to ask. Well, you see, we start by making these giant holes for foundation purposes. Then we seal each hole after inserting giant steel beams that will make the base for a fort that can withstand anything. But considering the size of the fort, what did you do to all the... trees? No worries. You see, I'm an environmentalist myself. So I knew that if you uproot a tree and plant it somewhere else, there's a good chance it will die. So I have this scooping machine which will force into the ground like a pickaxe and literally remove the ground with the tree. Wow, it must take a lot of work and manpower. For bigger trees, yes, but I've gotten good enough to move small trees on my own if the others are busy. Well, I'll try to finish this case today and hopefully you can get back to work. Thank you. Alright, well, theory. Person was on a tree got scooped, he fell out of the tree and landed there. So, earlier, you told me that you hated the construction going around here. Care to elaborate on it?
Of course.
First of all, I have lived here for about 5 years now, and suddenly, the army comes in and starts building that fort. Do you have any documents regarding the ownership of this land? Not yet. I applied to the Land Development Office for it years ago, but it is still in pending. However, these guys say that the land has always belonged to the government and are not even checking with the Land Development officials. What's worse is that the holes they made for their foundation work are too deep and affecting the ecosystem badly. How so? Let me ask you this. What happens when you remove all the trees from a certain area that keeps the soil together in rain? Erosion, right? Where the soil is taken away by the water, leaving the land barren or something? Not only that, since the water is filling the holes and weakening the ground from the inside, there are now risks of landslides. I see. So please, Officer Morse, don't let them destroy this holy land that we have strived to keep together. I'll see what I can do.
I think people involved with the construction will be able to answer about it.
Alright, this guy then. Okay, back to the foreman. Alright, never mind. Blarg, blarg. Let me check the clues. Nope, that's profiles. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So... Might need to talk to people without the clues equipped then. I think I've talked to everyone with all the clues. Da-da-da. That was new.
What's up, pig? Here to eat some garbage? Let's go round up all the short guys in butler costumes for questioning.
May the Lord light your path. I wish I had more patience. I already checked the body.
I wonder what that light is up to.
Mildly confused. I'm not figuring out where these new clues are. Alright, left to right then. And everyone else. Graves, not part of the church, blah blah blah. Thanks to your shining light, I almost forgot the reason I wanted to talk to you.
Shimmering light. It is not blindingly bright.
Whatever. Did you collect the witness testimony?
Witness testimonies? Right here.
Why is it that someone else gives you something to do? You do it fast, but when I give you something to do, you...
What others give me is actually important casework. You usually send me on a beer run.
It's important to me. What the hell is with this report?
Yeah, everyone had the same thing to say. It was a cold night and I was inside. I didn't see anything.
Obviously it wasn't cold enough to commit a cold-blooded murder. One of them has to be lying, but who? Ah, here is witness testimony worthy. A fire pit. Did you remember to bring the marshmallows?
We did not come here to camp, and even if we did, we would be psychotic killer who slaughters all the campers.
And since this fire pit is near the half-built fort and a tent, I'm guessing it belongs to the foreman. Okay, I guess it belongs to Captain Graham. This tent must be where the captain sleeps to watch over the supplies and whatnot.
Is it just me, or am I seeing small embers between the ashes?
Hey, you're right. If I come close enough, I can still feel a slight heat coming from it.
So the captain lied when he told us he was inside when he clearly camped here last night.
I guess I'll just have to ask him about it. So, about last night.
What? I told your associate that I was inside the fort last night since it was very cold out there.
I don't believe you, because I found this fire pit near your tent is still warm. If you were inside the whole night, then it shouldn't be.
Then someone else might have been using it then.
A glowing flame from the distance would have been visible from the fort, and the guards would have been alerted unless they already knew.
Alright, fine. Damn cops. This is why the army is better than the police.
Tell that to the judge when I arrest you for obstruction of justice, or you can save all of us the trouble and come clean now.
It's true that I was stationed in the tent last night, but I swear I didn't see anything.
Why? Was the culprit invisible?
No. You see, I have a strong intolerance to dairy products, and when someone handed me a muffin made with butter...
Let me guess. You frequently went to and fro from the forest to relieve yourself.
If you don't believe me, I can show you where...
No. Please no. I believe you. Did anyone know about your dairy problems?
Pretty much everyone knew. The priest even offered to exorcise the demon of intolerance from my body.
I see. As I said to your crying cop, I was inside the fort with everyone else.
Talk to the captain about the fire pit if you haven't already. What? You think I'd lie? I'll have you know that I'm currently holding a pickaxe. As I said to your associate, I was inside the church at the time, so I have no idea what happened. If I were you, I'd look for holes in their testimonies if you haven't found any already.
Hey, it's your job to deal with the living. My expertise lies with the dead.
I already gave you the witness testimonies.
Alright, now I just gotta figure out who/what I need to talk to get the last piece of missing evidence. Do.
It's a very suspicious string truck, I'll give it that. What to find, what to find. Alright, I'll end it here and come back once I've figured out what I'm missing.